Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about an announcement that Binance made recently about listing Bonafida or the FIDA token, right? The announcement reads as follows. Binance will list Bonafida and will open trading for FIDA BTC, FIDA BNB, FIDA BUSD and FIDA USDT trading pairs on 30th of September, which was already completed. So, what is Bonafida? Bonafida is an ecosystem built on Solana and consists of the products including an on-chain perpetual swap, Solana name service for auctioning and transacting readable Solana addresses, and Bonafida bots that will allow users to automate trading strategies and do copy trading on Serum DEX. So again, right off the bat, there's a lot of things that needs to be uncovered in the very first sentence. So let's do that. What is Bonafida? Bonafida is an ecosystem. It's not just a dApp, it's a complete ecosystem that's built on top of the Solana blockchain. And it has three main products. The first main product is an on-chain perpetual swap, which means similar to Uniswap or any other DEX platform, you can use Bonafida's on-chain perpetual swap to swap between tokens, right, within the Solana blockchain. The second main product that they offer is Solana name service for auctioning and transacting readable Solana addresses. Again, if you guys remember unstoppable domains, back in 2020, it was a craze on the Ethereum blockchain to have an unstoppable domain. And many people had .eth addresses where you can basically send cryptocurrency to their address names and it will get linked to their wallet and thereby allowing them to get the cryptocurrency. Similar to that, Solana is trying to do the exact same thing with Bonafida, whereby you can use Solana name services for auctioning and transacting readable Solana addresses, right? And Bonafida bots, this is the third main product, where they have literal bots that basically allows users to automate trading strategies and do copy trading on Serum DEX. So if you want to trade cryptocurrencies in an automated manner, they're allowing you to do that on Bonafida. And you can basically do any form of automated transactions on Serum DEX, or even copy someone else's trading strategy on the Serum DEX using Bonafida bots, right? So that's a fully loaded platform, and that's one of the reasons why they are calling it as a Bonafida ecosystem rather than a Bonafida dApp, right? The FIDA token is the native token of the Bonafida platform, and with all products and their fees accruing value in the FIDA token. So just like any platform, this platform also has its own utility token called the FIDA token, and this token basically allows for all fees to be accrued within this particular token. So any fees that you pay in the platform should be paid using the FIDA token, and that's how the FIDA token gets its value, right? FIDA is also used for fee discounts as staking rewards and governance. So apart from accruing fees or using FIDA tokens for paying fees and all that, you also have other benefits by using FIDA tokens, which is fee discounts. So you get fee discounts by using FIDA tokens, using it as a staking token, and by getting staking rewards as well. So that's another use case, and by participating in governance activities. So you can use FIDA tokens in order to participate in network governance, right? So again, overall, it's a very unique and loaded platform on the Solana blockchain. So just like always, let's go to Binance research page to do some more digging into the Bonafida platform. So right off the bat, they're calling Bonafida as a product suite that bridges the gap between Serum, Solana, and users. Again, pretty well said. It's not a kind of like dApp alone. It's a platform or a project that overall tries to bridge the gap between users, Solana, and its platform itself, right? So Bonafida offers various products including a on-chain perpetual swap, Solana name service for auctioning and transacting readable Solana addresses, and Bonafida bots that will allow users to automate trading strategies and do copy trading on Serum DEX. All three products and the revenues accrue value in the FIDA token. Again, this is something that we already covered before. So let's quickly move on to the FIDA token itself. FIDA is the native token of the platform used for the following functions. Again, here are some of the main following functions of the FIDA token. The first function is value accrual. So a percentage of fees generated from FIDA products, which is Perpetual Swap, name services, and FIDA bot, will be used to buy and burn FIDA. So again, as we discussed, even though the fees will be paid in the FIDA tokens, another major use case of the FIDA tokens is that it's kind of like used for burning itself, which means the more transactions that happen on the FIDA, on the Bonafida network, on the Bonafida platform, then a huge portion of the FIDA tokens will be burned, in a buyback and burn process, right? So that's one of the other ways by which FIDA token gets its use case as well as its value, right? And the next use case is staking rewards. So users will receive FIDA as a reward by staking their FIDA tokens. So again, obviously by staking your FIDA tokens, you'll get more FIDA tokens, and that's how the staking rewards work. Fee discounts is another use case that we already touched upon. Users can enjoy tiered discounts on platform fees for products such as Perpetual Swap and name services based on the amount of FIDA held. So again, if you hold large amounts of FIDA tokens, then you can enjoy a tiered discounts, which means you can get discounts on platform fees such as Perpetual Swap and name services that are based on the FIDA tokens that you're holding, right? Another final use case is governance. Token holders will be able to submit and vote on governance proposals to influence the platform development and treasury management. The governance function is expected to go live around Q1 to Q2 of 2022. So, although governance is not currently live and it will only go live in Q1 or Q2 of 2022, they are planning to give token holders the option to judge the proposals that's happening within the platform and to direct the future of the platform itself, right? So the governance component, similar to multiple other projects, is also a very important project, part of the Bonafida network, right? So that's pretty cool. So the protocol consists of the following major components working in conjunction. So just like any projects, that have a particular functionality, they have their own kind of like components to it. Bonafida also has its own main components, right? So some of the main components are Perpetual Swap. The Audaces protocol is the first perpetual futures protocol built on Solana. So again, they have a Perpetual Swap, and the first protocol that's being built is, or that's already built, is basically Audaces protocol. This is the first perpetual futures protocol that's built on Solana, right? And name services. So this is again what I spoke about when it comes to like unstoppable domains or .eth kind of names. So name services is also available. Solana name services provides a decentralized and affordable way to map domain names such as .sol to on-chain. So again, they're doing the exact same thing that kind of like Ethereum did a year back. So name services such as .sol domains will be available for people to kind of like use in order to transact and make it easier to identify a person, right? In order to do on-chain transactions. So that's pretty cool. Bonafida bot, again, this is one of the most interesting part in my opinion. The service utilizes smart contracts to automate trading strategies and copy trading on top of Serum DEX and supports trading view futures. Again, if you want to do trading, if you're a trader, you want to do trading in an automated manner, then Bonafida bot is there for you. It basically uses smart contracts to automate trading strategies and perform copy trading on the Serum DEX, which means every asset on the Serum DEX can be used to trade multiple times in a fully automated manner. And it also supports trading view futures, which means you can use some fundamental technical analysis tools in order to make your automated trading strategy very efficient, right? So that's another cool thing. As of September 30th of 2021, the maximum token supply of FIDA tokens is 100 million tokens. Again, it is quite a nice number because again, it's within the Goldilocks zone of somewhere less than or equal to 100 million tokens in my personal opinion, and I believe that this token has that right nice number of tokens as max supply. The total token supply is about 998 million tokens, and the circulating supply is 44 0.8 million tokens. So again, the maximum token supply is going to be 100 million tokens, but I think the total token supply is 998 million. So that you may think that that doesn't make sense. That's because of the fact that they do have a buyback and burn option. So eventually what they'll do is, depending on the activity that's happening on the network itself, the buyback and burn will be vigorous. So if there's a lot of activity on this platform, which I can definitely see happening, there will be a lot of tokens that will be bought back and burned. That will result in an eventual decrease in supply, circulating supply, and also making sure that the token reaches a max supply of 100 million tokens, right? So it is a very unique mechanism by which they're doing. And the current circulating supply is also 4.5%. Again, not a whole lot. So the token can, depending on how the activity is happening on the platform, can move sideways if there's not a lot of activity, and if not a lot of people are willing to use any of these features, then the token can move sideways, right? So again, the token's price directly depends on the activity that's happening on the platform itself, right? So if you want to learn more about the token distribution, I suggest you to click this button here in order to learn more about the total token distribution of this platform. You also have information about the website, social media pages, white paper, which I highly recommend you guys to read, and documentation on Block Explorer for this particular platform, right? So let's go to the website itself for Bonafida, and you can go to the website by typing bonafida.org or by clicking on the website button on the Binance research page at the bottom of the Binance research page for this product, right? So we are Bonafida, building on Solana. Our aim is to showcase what can be done on the strongest performing blockchain out there. So again, similar to how other platforms kind of like use a catchphrase, they use "We are Bonafida" as their main catchphrase, and they're also trying to right off the bat be very clear that they're trying to build on top of Solana, and they're trying to use one of the strongest blockchains in existence, which is Solana, to get the best output for their users, right? So you can click on the Start Trading button to click to kind of start trading on this platform. Our ecosystem, our ever-growing ecosystem of products, encompasses all facets of the blockchain experience. So again, that's pretty true because it's not only covering trading, but they're also covering bots. They're also covering kind of like domain names and so on and so forth. So name service is one of their main products. The decentralized naming service built on Solana. Again, pretty straightforward, which we already discussed. Perpetuals, first perpetual swaps on Solana. So again, this is one of the first of its kind. So there's a lot of hype for this. Token vesting, first SPL token vesting contract to be audited. So they are trying to audit their contract, which will happen pretty soon. Bots, build trading strategies on Serum with native trading view integrations. Again, they are trying to make it easier for traders to trade in an automated manner in a fully decentralized bot environment with the use of trading view as well, right? So buyback and burn, decentralized and permissionless buy and burns. Again, it's a process that's going to definitely appreciate the price of this token, right? So built on Serum, our ever-growing collection of products brings Serum DEX closer to the users. Again, they're trying to not only make these features available for Serum DEX users, but at the same time they're trying to make a lot of features beneficial to several people, that it's kind of like synchronous with being a project that's associated with Serum rather than being its own kind of project, right? So that's a cool thing. So they are a DEX, they have a DEX platform product within themselves. So trade on the most used and advanced Serum DEX user interface. Again, they are kind of integrating themselves with Serum and thereby giving the best user interface ever. Staking, 10% of all buy and burns go to FIDA stakers. Again, whenever people interact with the network or the platform, there is a portion of the fees that's given to stakers, and another portion of the fees goes to buyback and burn. So that's basically what's happening here. API, access all on-chain transactions that happened on Serum through our API. So again, you can access pretty much all of their transactions and information using their API, right? So experience the performance. So Obviously, Solana DEX is one of the fastest blockchains out there with the highest performance and lowest fees. So they're definitely taking advantage of that. So you have $39.84 million in daily volume, with the 7-day volume is about $0, and the inception volume is about $8.72 billion, right? So again, this project is still very early, because if you see, the daily volumes are not really consistent, and that shows an opportunity for people to get into this project very early, right? So our partners, so they have a whole bunch of partners, including Alameda Research, which is the biggest of the big venture capitals. It's also owned by Sam Bankman-Fried, who's also the owner of the Solana, who's also the owner of the FTX network, which is kind of like hosting or supporting the Solana blockchain as well. So AKG Ventures is another big name, Resident Pet, CMS, CMT Digital, Divergence, and you can also see the full list here by clicking on this link, but I'm just going to highlight the fact that Alameda Research is kind of like partnered with this project, and that's one of the reasons why I feel like extremely bullish on this token, right? So apart from that, you also have pretty much all the social media information on the bottom, along with their white paper, their ecosystem information, performance, as well as investor information as well, right? So overall, it's a pretty cool platform that's built on one of the fastest blockchains out there, and I believe that that's definitely going to help Bonafida or the FIDA token to kind of perform extremely well, right? So going to the coin market cap page for Bonafida is currently ranked 244th by market cap on coin market cap, and it's currently trading at $6.86 at the time I'm making this video, with a 2.04% decrease in the past 24 hours. Again, not a big decrease, but it's still a decent decrease. The token's market cap is about $307 million in market cap. So again, for a project that aims to offer not just perpetual swap services, and also automated trading bots, which can literally trade multiple, which can connect multiple tradings in a single program. They're also offering like unstoppable domains, like name addresses that helps people kind of like easily access Solana and send payments through their names, like .sol domain. I believe that this project has a huge potential in the future and has a long way to go. And I believe that this project, being less than $500 million in market cap, is kind of like a good bargain. And since the token is kind of like going in a downward trajectory, I think this token is a good buy opportunity. But I'll talk about the charts in a few seconds now. But I think the market cap is still quite undervalued, right? If you take a look at the max supply, again, the max supply is 1 billion tokens here. It said 100 million tokens, but I think maybe Binance Research might have made a mistake. I believe the total, the max supply seeming to be 1 billion tokens makes sense. But again, depending on how much buyback and burn activity happens on this network, I think there will be a lot of chance that the price can go down. Price can go up with the token circulation going down, right? So, but for the short term, I think this token is going to move sideways for a bit, because if you see that circulating supply is 4% of the total supply, which is quite low for a project that aims to do so much. This short circulating supply is going to be a little bit hindering to the price in the short term, but I think as more and more people start using this platform in the long term and mid to long term, I think this token is going to do really well, right? So going to the charts, you can clearly see that this token had been performing extremely well in the recent times, just like any other Solana project. And if you see the price point, it was initially worth 46 cents on 23rd of December 2020, which was again end of last year. The price was pretty much tanking at that time till early January, and it was pretty much moving sideways with not a lot of extreme action going on until it reached its all-time high slowly of $3.49 on 3rd of May this year, and then it kind of crashed down, reaching a price point of $1.41 on 23rd of May. And then it kind of was moving sideways a little bit lower and reached a relative lows of about $1.20 before shooting back to a new all-time highs in fact, of about I believe somewhere between 8.6 to $8.7 being the all-time highs, and then falling back down to a price point of $5.74 on 26th of September before going back up, retesting the $7 mark, and then now it's kind of like cooling down, right? It's in the early phases of cooling down. I think this token can go down even further. With the Binance listing, I think this token is going to go kind of like lower end, and I think this token can easily retest the $5 mark, which will be a good buy opportunity, right? For this price point, I wouldn't really recommend anyone buying this token. If you take a look at the Bitcoin compared to, on the other hand, you can easily see that the token had been kind of doing pretty well in a similar manner to dollar compared to as well. Initially, the token was worth 1,900 satoshis per token on 23rd of December last year. It was pretty flat, only making a relative all-time highs of about 7,700 satoshis per token on 19th of May this year, and then it kind of like was moving sideways, not doing a lot, but it went from 5,100 in 13th of August to an all-time highs of about 18,000 satoshis in 9th of September, right, before cooling back down. Now it's kind of like seeming to move sideways with the current Satoshi price of 1,300 satoshis, right? So I think this token has an incredible potential both in Bitcoin as well as dollar comparative, but if you're looking to buy it in both Bitcoin and dollar comparative, I would suggest you to hold off on this, because I think this token can cool down, and in the Bitcoin comparative, you can pretty much get it below the kind of like 1,000 satoshis, below 1,000 satoshis pretty soon. I think it's better to kind of start buying this token when this token reaches sorry, not 1,000 satoshis, below 10,000 satoshis, sorry. Yeah, below the 10,000 satoshi mark is a good price point to buy this token in Bitcoin comparative. But when it comes to dollar comparative, you can pretty much get this token below $5, right, which is going to be a good dollar cost average and opportunity, as this token is still relatively early in its early stages, right? When it goes to the markets, this token is available on Binance, and it's also available on FTX, two big tier 1 exchanges. It's also available on Gate.io, Ascendex, and CRMDEX, which is a decentralized exchange on Solana. But overall, I would probably suggest if you can get it from Binance and FTX, there's no real reason to get it from anywhere else, right? So I think that's pretty much the majority of the liquidity is at. So I think these two are the major places to get this token from, right? Or you can get it from CRMDEX if you are comfortable getting it from there, right? So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? I think apart from the tokenomics, which is the only kind of like an issue with this token, everything else is pretty good. I think the tokenomics is going to push this token sideways for a few months, which is going to be sad, but as long as the traction for this platform is increasing, the market cap will also start increasing, which will provide an opportunity for this token to cross the $15 mark easily. And then after by the end of this bull run, I think this token can easily cross like $20 per token, or be somewhere between $18 to $20 per token. And in the long run, I think this token can easily cross $25 per token and be somewhere between $25 to $30 per token in the long run, which is again somewhere between 2 to 4 years from now, right? So that's just my personal opinion, guys. Again, not financial advice. Please do your own research before you put any of your hard-earned money on this token, right? Again, remember, guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.